welcome to SVG-TV News for Wednesday, July 12th, 2023. I am Rochelle Batiste with the details. Prime Minister Dr. Raga Gonzalez has followed through with plans for changes to the configuration of membership on the government side in Parliament before the next scheduled sit-in, which is tomorrow, Thursday, July 13, 2023. During his weekly appearance on NBC Radio on Wednesday morning, the Prime Minister announced that Government Senator and Minister of Urban Development, Energy, Airports, Seaports, Grenadines Affairs and Local Government, Julian Francis, who has experienced a period of illness and has missed several sit-ins of Parliament, demitted office on Tuesday, July 11th. Francis' replacement is a 33-year-old female country planning consultant, Beneva Brown, who took the oath of allegiance, oath of office, and oath of secrecy at Government House today. In her remarks, Governor General, Her Excellency Dame Susan Duggan, expressed how pleased she was to officiate at today's ceremony.
Of course, a momentous occasion, one that would go down in the annals of history. I wish to congratulate you on your appointment as Senator and Minister of Government. This is indeed a proud moment for you, your parents, your relatives, your friends, and your old teacher, me. You have distinguished yourself, and I know that you're placed in a position where you're going to excel even further. You're young, intelligent, involved in nation building, and now you're given the opportunity to translate your training into practical ways of doing things. I wish you abundant success in pursuing your dreams. Per adieu, adulto.
The Governor General also thanked outgoing Senator Julian Francis for his years of service to the government and people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
This is over 20 years, but you've served in other capacities, I know, as banker and in other areas. But you still have skills. You are not one to sit down idly. So we'll be calling on you from time to time. I know that it is a challenging time for all of us because there is so much to grapple with globally. And I know that your contribution, Minister Francis, was invaluable to everyone in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I also noticed that young people are coming to the fore, young women, and they are given service in areas that traditionally used to be male-dominated. I have to encourage you, and I'm so happy that many of you have come back to St. Vincent and the Grenadines to strengthen our national initiatives and to give back service.
In his remarks, Prime Minister Dr. Raga Gonzalez congratulated Brown on her appointment as a government senator and Minister of Urban Development, Energy, Seaport Development, Seaport Administration, Grenadines Affairs and Local Government.
Brown is highly trained in the area of urban planning, urban development, a field called spatial planning, which includes urban and rural development. She holds a first degree, a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in these disciplines from the University of the West of London. The West of England. And in 2021, she was a fellow at one of the prestigious universities in the United States of America. In fact, I have her CV here. She was a Hubert Humphrey Fellow in a special program in urban and regional studies at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. And she has also had, since her graduation, since her formal training, and in fact, whilst she was doing formal training, she was very much engaged in doing consultancy work in the field of urban planning. And many of the important urban development projects in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, she has had more than a working knowledge of them.
Prime Minister Gonzalez said Senator Brown comes from a family of professionals and is a child of the education revolution. Brown is replacing Julian Francis, who has been a senator since April 2001. Francis has been appointed as a special advisor to the government effective today, Wednesday, July 12, 2023.
Julian Francis wrote to Her Excellency a very moving letter. I read the letter, where he indicated that he was demitting voluntarily and that he was doing so because even though he has recovered quite well, he considered that the demands, the rigors of senatorial office and ministerial office, he may not be able to perform at the same optimal level as he did hitherto, physically. But he has the mental juice and the experience and the knowledge and the wisdom, and enough strength has been recovered for him to serve in another capacity. And that is why we have offered him this capacity, this of special advisor, so that he'll be able to be of great benefit to this government in the same way that Sims Martin did, and we had Sims Martin invited as a special guest every week in the cabinet so that he could advise on matters which come before the cabinet. And I have absolutely no doubt that Julian will perform excellently in this particular role.
In her response, Senator Brown said she is humbled by the appointment and is mindful of the task before her.
Today marks a significant milestone personally and in my contribution to national and Caribbean development. I must thank God for bringing me this far and seek His guidance as I embark on this great and brave step to serve in the public office. In 2023, I witnessed the trough system which passed through my community. I saw firsthand the havoc that it wreaked on the lives of members in my community. And I decided that St. Vincent was a place I had to stay to help with physical planning, disaster risk, and building resilience. Today is just about 10 years since my graduation from UE. Since then, I have developed significant experiences working in SVG and the OECS, inclusive of research and writing many academic pieces for journals and conferences. In 2020, I was awarded the Hubert Humphrey Fellowship. This fellowship allowed me to do a one-year program at the prestigious MIT University in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Of major significance is the fact that I was chosen to deliver a speech about the impacts of climate change in St. Vincent and the Grenadines in virtual climate change conferences. Today, as I accept this considered and privileged responsibility, I trust that all these experiences over the years shall guide my decision making in the best interest of my beloved country. I acknowledge and express my heartfelt gratitude to Prime Minister Dr. Honorable Gonsalves, Ralph Gonsalves, his cabinet, his advisors, for investing such confidence in me. With much enthusiasm, I look forward to adding value to their continued steadfast work in improving SVG and the lives of Vincentians.
The new government senator will take her oath in Parliament tomorrow, which will meet for the first time at the new temporary Parliament building in Glen. In other news now, we hear that on radio this morning, Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves reported on the attacks against 2 more Cuban medical professionals, this time in Georgetown on Tuesday night. The attacks follows a July 1st incident in which a Cuban medical doctor, Alfredo Baptista Salgado, was slashed in the abdomen on his way home in Mackey's Hill after the Calypso semifinals at Carnival City Victoria Park, resulting in his hospitalization at the intensive care unit of the Milton Kitter Memorial Hospital.
Terrible news that I got late last night. Well, I got the news this morning, but when I got up at 3:30, but the information had been sent just around midnight to me. That, but I was sleeping at midnight. That 2 Cubans up in the Georgetown area, 2 Cuban professional doctors, one who's come to help to work on a male who helped to come to work on the MRI machine, MRI facility.
Mm-hmm.
He was assaulted and injured. He had to do surgery last night. I'm told he's recovering pretty okay. And another Cuban who was with him, a lady, another professional at the Modern Medical, was struck with a stone. The police investigating. I understand that somebody may be in custody. That somebody is in custody who may be of interest.
Assisting the police, yeah.
Yes, maybe of interest.
Prime Minister, who serves as Minister of National Security, questioned whether these are random incidents or something more.
I spoke to the commissioner this morning and asked him to get in touch with the Cuban ambassador for us to provide requisite additional security for Cuban brothers and sisters who are here working as professionals in medicine, in the health services. Johnny P., when you have 2 incidents, you begin to ask yourself the question, and of course this has to be explored. Are these random incidents?
Yes.
Or is there more? So, and I spoke to the Cuban ambassador. I spoke to Idinga Miller, who is the hospital administrator at Modern Medical. All that was done this morning before a lot of people wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's vital to our well-being.
In more police news now, we hear that an investigation has been launched into a chopping incident that occurred at about 12:15 a.m. on Carnival Monday, July 10, 2023, here at Dorsetshire Hill, which resulted in the death of 26-year-old Cheryl Lateria Phyllis Knights. The police say preliminary information indicates that Knights was discovered lying motionless in the family home by a relative with what appeared to be chop wounds on her body. The police visited the scene and commenced an investigation. The district medical officer pronounced Knight's deceased at the scene. An autopsy is expected to be carried out on the body to ascertain the exact cause of death. Anyone with information that can assist the police with this investigation is encouraged to call 999 or 911 or the officer in charge of the Criminal Investigations Department, a telephone number 1784-456-1810, or any police station or police officer you are coming comfortably with. The police say all information received will be treated confidentially. The police have also launched an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the death of Ravito Ronaldo Bertram Llewellyn Jr., a 24-year-old Sandhill Fairburn Pasture resident who was fatally shot by a police officer. The incident is said to have occurred in Fairburn Pasture on Thursday, July 6, 2023. The police say, according to preliminary information, Llewellyn was shot about 4 a.m. on that day while he reportedly was attempting to unlawfully enter the apartment where the police officer resides, and died at the scene. At the time of the incident, he was said to be wearing only a boxer and a pair of slippers. The district medical officer was summoned to the scene and pronounced Llewellyn deceased. A post-mortem examination is also expected to be carried out on the body to ascertain the cause of death. The police say following the conclusion of the investigations, a coroner's inquest may be held into the shooting incident. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, an inquest is a formal court hearing held to determine whether the death of a person was caused by an unlawful act or omission, and if the death was caused by an unlawful act or omission, to obtain evidence to form the basis of a criminal prosecution. The Commissioner of Police extends condolences to the family and friends of the deceased as they mourned his death. Welcome to Carnival Beat this evening. We had a 26-year-old Javed J.R. Ross who failed to advance in the preliminaries when first competed last year. Is now the 2023 Raga Soca Monarch. Ross, who hails from Mahawk in Camden Park, told SVG-TV News after his win that it is an amazing feeling to dethrone Delroy Fireman Hooper in the competition.
Absolutely amazing. I've been after the Raga Soca Cup since last year. I was a bit disappointed last year when I didn't get through, even to the semi-finals. So I decided I didn't want to do all of that, but to put in some work this year, and the work paid off. I became successful. I was superior to the existing Soca Monarch who was defending, which is Mr. Delroy Fireman Hooper, right? So it feels really amazing, feels like a dream come true. But the hard work paid off.
What was your song last year?
My song last year, it was a song that I did with Carbon Jams. It was called Love Jam at First Sight. It was a well-written song as well, but for some reason it just did not get picked up like our Love of Carnival got picked up. Right? But nevertheless, sometimes, you know, if one may make it, one may not make it, just the right timing. So I kind of believe in timing for everything. So this is just the time for it, and it's happened within time.
In terms of the inspiration behind his hit song, The Love of Carnival, Ross said it emerged from another song that he plans to release next year called Shots.
After the song last year, Jam at First Sight, the likes of Cassie Oliver, Super K would have reached out to me. And he would have been like, bro, I'm interested in your talent. I know I've been watching you for a couple of years now because I'm not just a soca artist. Some may find me at Gate 3. I've been recently to Jamaica at the Pegasus Hotel in an international talent showcase for St. Vincent to represent my country and all of that. But Cassie paid a special interest after this song was released last year, and I had little to no impact. And he wanted us to plan properly for this year to emerge and bring something new. So there was a name change done. The art was even taken more seriously, and the passion, the investment was there for the art. Right. Before I was called JRs and Junior, J-R. But then I realized most DJs, most radio announcers, because the name literally means Javed Rouse, right? That's where the JR comes from. It's a childhood name, JR. Right? But after the mix-up, most folks would get confused with Junior. Most radio announcers would say Junior, not JR. I decided, I was actually at the international airport in Panama, right? And I decided I'm gonna change the name junior, which is JR2, JAY-R. And it's not even just GR, it's GRDRTs, right? To sort of a form of branding, position in the minds of the viewers that, yeah, this is an artist, someone who feels emotion and articulates based on what he's feeling and all of that.
So you wrote the song?
So the song was written by me. The song was produced by Super K, Cacique Oliver, and co-produced by.
And Sean, a former Raga Soca Monarch, placed second in this year's competition, and the 2022 Raga Soca Monarch Delroy Fireman Hooper had to settle for the third place. Here's a snippet of the 3 top performers in this year's Raga Soca Monarch competition. Delroy Fireman Hooper solidified his position as the ruler of the land in soca, retaining his crown as Soca Monarch in the 2023 Power Soca Monarch competition held last Saturday night at Carnival City Victoria Park with his song Madness. Speaking with our news team, Hooper, who is winning the title for the 12th year, said that he was born the winner and he plans on winning the competition again next year.
The feeling is always great. You don't want to be a winner. I was born a winner. I was born as a success. I was born as a success. Now I'm ruler. I'm the boss. Yes, that's one of the toughest things right now. One of the toughest things to do is the preparation for the monarch, because I've been here so many times. What next for me? This was one of the hardest put together presentation. So I bring back all my trophies to show them that I'm really the boss. I'm a trophy to achieve. That's the most. The songs is not the problem. It's getting the whole drama together. Because people don't really come in for the song on the night, they come in for the drama. Right? And you can show them what it's really about. So the song was really depicting me asking from past and now present. Because I'm singing for 3 generations now. If I'm doing 3 generations, the kids them will jumping up from me now with their parents and the day. So my DNA is in them. That's why they love me so much.
On several occasions, Hooper had indicated that he would not be competing in this year's competition. However, he said it was a strategy to build up his fan base and also to hear what the critics have to say.
The thing is, I can say whatever I want. That's all. Yes. Sometimes you just little stories to hear what people have to say, right? Because you have to build your fan base any which way possible. So then you get that thing on the street there, but I'm not going to compete. If you're not compete, I will not go. It's to just see something to get something.
So that is to see how your fans are feeling.
See the fans feeling it, yeah. So.
And the feedback?
Yeah, it was very not to some of them. Stay silent, you walk in silence, and then you can defeat the focus.
Okay, so we will be seeing you next year, God's be like.
Once God gives me health and strength, we won't be somewhere in the stadium. But my thing, as like I said, just put this mask together and our country as I do those big African music, those big drama. Who did the thing to do? Songwriting, so it's not just about singing only. I mean,
it's a whole package.
The whole package you just put together. Tajo was writing most of the talent for the SVG girls. I just helped out with Sandy Bay School, with the stage, how they supposed to act on stage, these kind of things we just put together. Whole community affair.
In second place in the competition was a first-timer, Kareem Fly Haynes, with his song Farmer. Third, Kemi Christopher with the Spirit of Carnival. And fourth place, Sean Beats Niblet, Kelvin R. Wilson, and Enrique Marshall with their song Good Energy. Here's a snippet of the performances in the Power Soca Monarch competition last Saturday night. And the 2023 National Calypso Competition saw the crowning of a new monarch. Fresh off her win in the Queen of Calypso competition, Lornette Fire Empress Ned did the double, capturing the National Calypso title in a keenly contested competition on Sunday, July 9th. With her rendition, The Price of Neglect. In second place, Sheena Collis beat you Bad with Calypso. Third place, Glenroy Sule Caesar, We Outside. Fourth place, Chanel McKenzie, Who to Blame.
African people have got saying, before the people start disobeying, it takes a village to raise a child. Long time parent, pastor to elder, granny, grandma, auntie or neighbor, used to help them grow gentle and mild. But in this crazy modern times, all that wisdom stop. To lash a child now with that right, they could lock you up. But what can you understand? I don't comprehend. This is here to build strong children, than to read their broken men. So we Calypso, shake you up with Calypso. if you don't know what us can do, pack up and go beat your bad with Calypso. Shake you up with Calypso. Hot up your head with Calypso. Like all the money done, them take a hold into the Calypso now. People who had raised slavery, we bowing down to their monarchy. We outside, just leave we alone now. We outside, take stuff and the code. Rather than teach every children, we outside. Allowing others to brainwash them, we outside. What's the remedy for the crimes in your country? For corrupt society. You say how the youth are linked to me, and I ruin life daily. When it's for it's money and ready, can't bring stress away. Because they're not today, for who really cares to engage with me? Get to see a change, stop pretending and deal with you.
Our news team caught up with the newly crowned Calypso Monarch as she participated in Mardi Gras on Tuesday. Ned said she was filled with delight to obtain the 2023 Calypso title, noting that her hard work, dedication and confidence paid off.
Congratulations on your win. Tell me, what was that like?
It was great because coming in back, remember last year I did not perform, so I was excited having a song that I was confident about, so yeah.
Okay, great. And tell me, so many songs are making waves in St. Vincent at this moment. What is your favorite song?
I have a lot. I have a lot of them. For me, it would be mine, Sway. It would be mine, Sway.
Confidence and bold.
Yes, but bigger Fireman, madness. Yeah.
So do you think that Fireman would get the road match title this year?
I'm chanting for him. If he doesn't, we're out here to win or lose or draw. So I have him high up.
Okay. And so far, you have been enjoying the day. What was it like?
It was hot. It was hot, but it was good. And I intend to enjoy what's left of it.
And Blondie Bird and Friends Mass Band has captured the coveted Mass Band of the Year title with its 2023 presentation, Birds of a Feather, scoring 327 points. Nelson Block came in second with its presentation, Papillon, with 324 points. SVG Players International third, with Players Love with a score of 310 points. The individual of the band's category was won by Nelson Block with the portrayal Steampunk Butterfly with 347 points. Second was Blondie Bird and Friends with their portrayal of King Cabo, and Verlin Ralph and the Professionals portrayed We Salute You. In the best use of colors in the mass band category, Blondie Bird and Friends swept the competition away, gathering 385 points in first place position with their presentation Birds of a Feather, while Mirage Production with the Deep settled for a second place with 361 points. The third position was obtained by the Oxygen Mass SVG with their presentation The Good Life with 342 points. The competition once more was dominated by Blondie Bird and Friends Mass Band, making a clean sweep in the Uptown competition category with 397 points. Settling in second place was Mirage Production with 369 points, while SVG Players International captured a third place with 360 points, and in fourth position with their presentation The Good Life earning 305 points was the Oxygen Mass Band. And attracting thousands of residents, returning nationals and visitors, Vincy Mass, dubbed the hottest carnival in the Caribbean, was on showcase on Carnival Tuesday, Mardi Gras Day, with colorful costumes and energetic music. Our news team spoke with a number of masqueraders on the streets of capital Kingston, who gave an overview of the national festival and their prediction for the 2023 Road March title.
It's been awesome. I played with Mirage today, and it has been an awesome experience. We have been on the road since 11 a.m. and we're still going strong. So hopefully, we're going to finish off the night strong as well. March this year is Farmer. Yes, I love that song. It's Grandma Shell, the young Grandma Shell. I think that we're going to Road March this year, to be honest.
time playing Carnival in St. Vincent?
No, it's not. I've been playing Carnival since I was like 2 years old.
How are you enjoying your Carnival Tuesday?
Very well.
And tell me, what is your favorite song for Carnival this year?
Carnival is in the A. Trust Boss. The Juve. And then now I'm playing Nesu Black. So I'm thinking next week I may be playing in the other ones.
Oh, so how was Juve?
Juve was nice.
So you weren't tired and sleepy?
We go in the morning, but we were supposed to go in the night, but we go in the morning.
So you danced a lot? But show me how you danced today on the road. Tell me your name?
Kinayaju.
And tell me, what is your favorite song for Vincy Mars this year? What was the experience like today?
Really, really good. As you can see, I'm playing with Mirage, C-Pen front line, and it's really, really good.
Okay. Over the years, what has really changed for you, in your opinion, for Carnival?
I mean, well, the upgrade of everything.
Including the feathers.
Feathers, bigger feathers, and everything like that. So yes, presentation-wise, yeah.
And Delroy Fireman Hooper with 69 points captured the 2023 Road March title with his song Manes scoring 69 points. In second place was Zimroy Garza Joseph. Carnival is in the air with 41 points. Third with 27 points was Ezron Spielberg Kolzak with Headways.
Hey, hey, hey. I am the ruler of the land, and this is why the people listen my commands. Oh, oh. Anytime I touch the stage, just take a look at how the people they behave. Cause when I reach it's madness. Run for cover people madness. Get on real bad people madness. Push on one another people madness.
Pass when we pass, the girl and whining down in our tongue. The girl and whining down in our tongues. The girl and whining down in our tongues. Pass when we pass, the girl and whining down in our tongue. The girl and whining down in our tongues. The girl and whining down in our tongues. Just boss, alright then just boss, alright then just boss, yeah. Carnival is in the air. Watch how the girl and bounce in the drinking rum all over the yeah.
This is joke. Let me go.
I call it real spill.
Real spill, headways, real spill. I just want to get my head lashed up. Think I'm playing this carnival, all I want is rum. Come again, I just want to get my head lashed up. Me and all of me dirty friend going drink a lot of rum.